Hello, here is a short overview on a sample of the peer programs. Now, it doesn't matter whether it is an agile mindset peer program or innovation culture program. This video will take you through the general overview of all programs. So you'll see here we have a PSAM 01. It's just for the sample program. If it was company XYZ and they're on their third program, it would be PEER XYZ 03. So it's just the sample program. This is what the participants and clients see the very, very first time they are logging into their particular program. So we have a welcome message. We have a note as well here. This is a facilitated program, not a taught program. We're very particular on the fact that the participants themselves also have a lot of knowledge and skills and experience, and we draw that out of them in accordance to whatever is the focus of their particular peer program. So we go down here. Now in this instance, course content, you'll see the introduction to peer programs and peer pre-work. So we'll have all of the information there for them. And I'll click on the rest of them as we go down here. Now you'll notice they're exactly the same as we have down here. The only difference here is the notes. We'll get to that in a second. Profile information, so you can see we're down here on that same list. So they have their client account they log into, and that's where they can change their password, their email, whatever it happens to be, and also view their progress. They have their program manager contact information, very handsome lad there, with all of their relevant details. Their schedule is listed here. So this is a sample for the 3-month program. So week 2, whatever the subjects are, etc. And you'll see by the time that we get to week 11, that's when the project presentations take place. So that's a full day of back-to-back projects, presentations. And then the review at the end. We operate under a Chatham House rule, which is basically a what happens in the room stays in the room, to give the participants a feeling of freedom to be able to express their thoughts and ideas within the group. Attending sessions and the Zoom link for the sessions. So that's all right here for them. We operate on a core value of respect. We do start and finish on time. We do work on the fact that participants' videos do need to be on. I know that every now and again something happens and there's a technical malfunction or whatever, but we operate under the core value of respect. Everybody shows up, everybody participates. And here is the link of whatever it happens to be for their Zoom meeting. If they cannot attend a session for any reason, now it is necessary for participants to attend both of the first 2 sessions. They are on consecutive days in the first week. But apart from that, if for any reason they cannot attend a session, there is information here as to what they need to do. If they miss 2 or more, they really need to let us know why they're in the program. Now, the notes functionality that I mentioned earlier, where you saw that little notes thing, this is this little button here. You see, it brings up the notes. So there's a short video there that takes them through. The notes functionality is available on every page here for the participants. So we have pre-work required before program commences. There is one element that the participants do need to complete, but it's just here. It's just one session, one assessment. It takes about 5 to 15 minutes. It's not very long, but we do need them to complete that before the first session. We do provide them with information on what it is if they'd like to read it for themselves, but all they actually need to do is just complete it. And we have the forums here, peer partner meetings. So each of the participants is partnered up with a peer throughout the program, and they do change peer partners on the way through. They meet once a week, and here is the form that they complete. Now, it's their name, their email, their peer partner's email, and their manager's email. The reason for that is all three of them get a copy of this form. So it's when they met, it's listing their greatest success, how they're going to capitalize on it, their greatest challenge, what are they doing to overcome it, how they're handling the program in general, what's the most important thing they learned this week and how they're going to use it. This is a very practical program. How are you going to apply it in the workplace is something they hear over and over and over again. Name one person I find inspiring and why. So every week they're thinking of somebody else they find inspiring and how they're going to use that information, how they're going to apply it. How could I have been a more effective mentor to my peer partner? And what am I going to do differently next time? And what additional support would I like from my manager, if any? And that's submitted. We don't get a copy of this, just the people here. The person listed, their peer partner at the time, and their manager. So the peer partners get to use this information to improve their own performance, etc. And the manager gets this information to stay in the loop and to hopefully connect with the participant in their one-on-ones, whether it be weekly, every 2 weeks, whatever. Session review. This is completed just at the end of each session. It's just a short 3 questions. In today's session, I gained the most benefit, least benefit, most important thing I'm going to apply. And the participant themselves gets a copy of that, but we also get a copy of that. That's for our continuous improvement. Now, additional resources. These are optional, but we provide these to the participants. We do reference them throughout the program, but these are just provided to the participants as an additional resource. So there's a daily personal journal. That's 365 days. There's a video there on how to download it and how to use it. It is an interactive journal. And their personal development plan. Now, the personal development plan is in a number of areas: finances, physical, social, work, etc. Again, this is all for their own personal use. When they complete this, they get a copy of it, we do not. And it's tied into the why, dissatisfaction, belief, resources, first steps, and costs that are in the successful transformation formula that we use later on within the program. So that's an overview of the Sample Peer program. As I said, every one of the programs, whether it is agility, diversity, innovation, they follow the same basic format. It's just the actual course content is different. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye.